Hello, curious travelers and mystery lovers. Get ready for a journey into the unknown, exploring places few have seen and many don't even know exist. Today, we're delving into the most secretive and forbidden corners of our planet. Places that, for reasons ranging from environmental protection to government secrets, are off-limits to us mere mortals. 1. Snake Island, Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil. Imagine a paradisiacal island off the Brazilian coast with crystal clear waters and lush vegetation. Now, add to this idyllic scene a population of deadly snakes so dense there's one per square meter. Welcome to Snake Island, officially known as Ilha da Queimada Grande. Located about 35 kilometers off the coast of São Paulo, this 43-hectare island is home to one of the world's most venomous snakes, the golden lancehead viper. This species evolved in isolation on the island for thousands of years, developing venom up to 5 times more potent than its mainland relatives. The Brazilian government has strictly prohibited visits to the island to protect both humans and the delicate ecosystem. Only a few scientists, with special permission and protective equipment, can step on this piece of land surrounded by legends and dangers. Fun fact, it is said that the last lighthouse keeper and his family died tragically after being attacked by a group of snakes that entered through their home's window. Since then, the lighthouse has been automated, leaving the island completely uninhabited by humans, too. Area 51, United States. In the heart of the Nevada desert, surrounded by arid mountains and vast expanses of sand, lies one of the most secretive and controversial places in the world, Area 51. This highly restricted military base has been the epicenter of numerous conspiracy theories since the 1950s. Officially, Area 51 is a U.S. Air Force facility used for experimental aircraft testing. Unofficially, well, theories range from the storage of captured UFOs to experiments with alien technology. With an estimated area of 5,000 square kilometers, Area 51 is protected by an extremely strict security perimeter. Surveillance cameras, motion sensors, and armed guards ensure that no curious onlookers get too close. The warnings are clear. Use of deadly force is authorized. Fun fact, the existence of Area 51 was only officially acknowledged by the U.S. government in 2013, after the declassification of CIA documents. Even so, what really happens inside remains one of the world's best-kept secrets. 3. North Sentinel Island, India. In the middle of the Indian Ocean, surrounded by the turquoise waters of the Bay of Bengal, lies North Sentinel Island. At first glance, it might seem like just another tropical paradise, but this island hides a unique secret. It is home to one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. The Sentinelese, as they are known, have lived on this 70 square kilometers island for thousands of years, fiercely rejecting any contact with the outside world. The island's population is estimated to range from 50 to 400 individuals, although precise numbers are impossible to obtain. The Indian government has established a 5 kilometers exclusion zone around the island, prohibiting any approach. This measure aims not only to protect visitors from possible attacks, the Sentinelese are known for their hostility towards strangers, but primarily to preserve the tribe from diseases to which they have no immunity. Fun fact, in 2018, an American missionary attempted to contact the tribe and was killed by arrows. The incident reignited the debate over the island's isolation and the importance of respecting established boundaries. 4. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway. In the Arctic archipelago of Svalbard, just 1,300 kilometers from the North Pole, lies a structure that seems straight out of a science fiction movie. Buried 120 meters inside a permafrost mountain, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, or Doomsday Vault, is one of the most important and secret facilities in the world. This Doomsday Vault was designed to preserve a vast variety of plant seeds from around the planet. With the capacity to store 4.5 million seed samples, its goal is to ensure the genetic diversity of plants in case of a global catastrophe. Access to the vault's interior is extremely restricted. Only a small group of scientists and staff are allowed to enter, and even then, under stringent security measures. Fun fact, the vault was built to withstand earthquakes, nuclear explosions, and even rising sea levels caused by global warming. The seeds are kept at a constant temperature of -18 degrees Celsius, preserving them for centuries. 5. Moscow Metro 2, Russia. Under the bustling streets of Moscow, legends say, lies a secret underground city. Known as Metro 2, This network of tunnels and bunkers supposedly stretches for hundreds of kilometers, connecting strategic points in the Russian capital. Officially, the Russian government denies the existence of Metro 2. However, persistent rumors and some eyewitness reports suggest that this vast underground network was built during the Stalin era for emergency evacuation and as a command center in case of nuclear war. If it exists, Metro 2 would be one of Russia's best-kept secrets. It is believed to connect the Kremlin, Vnukovo 2 airport, and various secret military facilities around Moscow. Fun fact, some theories suggest that Metro 2 has luxurious stations, complete with crystal chandeliers and artwork, intended to shelter the Russian elite in case of a catastrophe. 6. Heard Island, Australia. In the far south of the Indian Ocean, more than 4,000 kilometers from the Australian coast, rises one of the most remote and inaccessible places on the planet, Heard Island. This volcanic island, with just 368 square kilometers, is a true natural laboratory, offering a glimpse of how Earth was before human intervention. Dominated by the imposing Big Ben volcano, which rises to 1,745 meters above sea level, Heard Island is a mosaic of glaciers, lava fields, and unique fauna adapted to extreme conditions. The Australian government has declared the island a nature reserve, prohibiting unauthorized visits. The combination of its remote location, severe weather conditions, and protected status makes Heard Island practically inaccessible to most people. Fun fact, Heard Island is one of the few places on Earth where you can observe an active volcano covered in ice. The occasional eruptions of Big Ben create a surreal spectacle of lava and steam against the white snow. 7. Fort Knox, United States. In the state of Kentucky, surrounded by a fortress of concrete and steel, lies one of the most secure and secretive places in the United States, Fort Knox. Known primarily as the home of the U.S. Gold Reserve, this military complex is synonymous with maximum security. The heart of Fort Knox is the United States Bullion Depository, a vault that supposedly holds more than 4,500 tons of gold. Security measures are so extreme that even high-ranking government officials rarely have access to the vault's interior. With granite walls reinforced with concrete, explosion-proof doors weighing over 20 tons, and an army of armed guards, Fort Knox is practically impenetrable. Fun fact, security is so strict that since World War II, only one U.S. president has visited the vault, Franklin D. Roosevelt, in 1943. 8. Lascaux Caves, France. In the depths of southwestern France, hidden under green hills, lie the Lascaux Caves. Accidentally discovered by teenagers in 1940, these caves revealed an invaluable treasure, cave paintings over 17,000 years old. The walls and ceilings of the caves are adorned with hundreds of animal figures, creating a breathtaking prehistoric art gallery. Lions, bears, horses, and even extinct creatures like the aurochs are depicted with surprising skill. Unfortunately, exposure to the modern world proved disastrous for these ancient artworks. The breath and microorganisms brought in by visitors began to damage the paintings, leading the French government to close the caves to the public in 1963. Today, only a handful of scientists and conservators are allowed to enter the original caves, and even then, for very limited periods. Fun fact, to satisfy public curiosity, an exact replica of the caves, known as Lascaux 2, was built nearby. This copy took 11 years to complete and meticulously reproduces every detail of the original caves. 9. Poveglia Island, Italy. In the Venetian Lagoon, just a few kilometers from the city of Canals, lies a small island with a dark past. Poveglia, with its 7 hectares of land, carries the weight of centuries of suffering and death. During the bubonic plague epidemic in the 14th century, Poveglia was used as a quarantine site for the sick. Thousands of people were sent to the island to die, and it is said that the soil is largely composed of human ashes. In the early 20th century, the island was transformed into an asylum for the mentally ill. Rumors of cruel experiments and ghostly apparitions fueled Poveglia's sinister reputation. Today, the island is completely abandoned and closed to the public. The Italian government strictly prohibits visits, citing safety and historical preservation reasons. Fun fact, local fishermen avoid the waters around Poveglia, fearing that their nets will bring up human bones instead of fish. 10. Bouvet Island, Norwegian territory. In the vast ocean between South Africa and Antarctica, isolated by over 1,600 kilometers from any other landmass, lies Bouvet Island. This small piece of volcanic land, covering 49 square kilometers, is considered the most remote place on the planet.